My name is Mitch Bolo, here with a candidate for the upcoming KBIC election. Please tell us your name and in what district you are running.
My name is Joanne Swartz Clement, and I'm running in the Lawrence District.
All right. The following is a list of questions collected from the KBOCC student body and staff, the KBIC Facebook page, the new Tribal Members Facebook group, KBIC Members, and off-reservation KBIC Members. The questions were reviewed and summarized by the students of the AS 232 Tribal Government class over at the KBOCC and finalized by me, Mitch Bolo, here at Eagle Radio. Question number 1, what qualities do you believe a good tribal council member should have?
Well, I believe the qualities a good tribal council members should have is they have to be open-minded. They have to have some life experiences in making decisions that come before the tribal council. I don't necessarily believe that a candidate has to have a bachelor's degree or, continued education. There are people that are well beyond their means that can represent their people without degrees. I, however, have an associate in business from Northern Michigan University. I have many years of experience. I'm retired. And I also believe that a candidate should have some experience working with boards. And I do have that with currently residing on the Board of Regents for the Keweenaw Bay Ojibwa Community College.
Okay, question number 2. What type of educational, professional, or other experiences do you have that you believe will help you if you are chosen as a tribal council member?
Well, I've chosen to be a tribal council member. I would have behind me, I'm a Lawrence High School graduate. I'm a graduate of Northern Michigan University with an associate in business. I'm retired from the Michigan Department of Corrections with over 25 years experience in labor relations, personnel, administrative support, research, grant accounting, training, communication, and people skills. And I am currently working part-time in the enrollment department at the Keweenaw Bay Indian community. I am also serve as their tobacco agent. I am currently a residing member of the Board of Regents for the Keweenaw Bay Ojibwa Community College for almost the past 5 years, and I believe that is very similar to that of the Tribal Council.
Okay, question number 3. What do you believe are the biggest issues within our tribe today, and how do you plan to address them?
I think some of the biggest issues that I see with the Tribal Council today is hate and discontent being thrown around social media. Incumbents posting confidential information shortly after closed session meetings, not being team members, and when a vote doesn't go the way you want it, you post things on social media because you're not happy about it. I believe being a tribal council member is an honor, and it should be held with respect and dignity. Things aren't always going to go the way you want them, and that is part of being mature and learning to move on and work together. That is teamwork.
All right, question number 4. This one is 3 parts. What is your knowledge when it comes to 1, Robert's Rules of Order, 2, the 7 grandfather teachings, and 3 other traditional Anishinaabe customs? So 1, what is your knowledge when it comes to Robert's Rules of Order?
My knowledge of Robert's Rules of Order are very well. Like I said, I'm on the Board of Regents for the KBOCC, and we follow the Robert's Rules of Orders. We are also in the process of getting an updated training on that for the board members.
Second part of that is the 7 grandfather teachings.
7 grandfather teachings are wisdom, using good sense, love, absolute kindness, respect, act without harm, bravery, use courage to choose, truth, be honest, honor, and integrity, humility, all are equal, we all make mistakes, honesty, tell the truth.
And what about other traditional Anishinaabe customs?
Other Anishinaabe tribal customs, I believe, are very, very important to our people. We're getting to a time where we need to have our elders teach our youth. I see some of that sliding. I myself, being a person that wasn't really brought up until the past few years, I've brought myself to finally get to start realizing that and using the customs again once I moved back and started being a Board of Regents member.
Question number 5. What is your opinion on communication, transparency, and accountability within the tribal council?
I guess with the onset of COVID, a lot of things have changed. I think KBIC is already taking steps in the area with hiring a communications liaison and the restarting of our newsletter. Truth be told, there's always going to be things that cannot be shared until the timing is right. I would also like to see an end-of-year report from the Tribal Council, listing the things, the accomplishments that they have made throughout the year, the items and the things that are continuing to be worked on. I would also like to see goals and accomplishments that they would like to see for the coming years.
Okay, number 6, what are your feelings regarding blood quantum?
Blood quantum, I believe it's going to come to a time where we are going to have to sit back and look at that. Working in the enrollment department, I work on people that apply for enrollment through the KBIC, I'm sorry. I see the blood quantum going down, and I think there's going to be a point in time where we're going to have to look at that and start making some decisions as far as who would qualify to be a KBIC member.
All right, number 7, what do you think can be done to encourage tribal members who currently reside elsewhere to live within our community?
We have a beautiful place to live in. I lived in Houghton County until almost 8 years ago. I knew what I had to do to move back, to become a voting member, to gain the things that were given to tribal members here. I moved back to the reservation. I had a job here. I believe that it's a beautiful place to live. There are jobs here. There are opportunities here. And I think that if a person really wants to be an active member of their tribe, they can make the move. They can make the change for what they need to get here. I did it.
Question number 8, in your opinion, what can we do to encourage and support our youth to be active in the community?
Well, I think we're making strides in that process already. With COVID being over, I see the youth department opening up, having more field trips. They're having more parties now. I would also like to see, with our youth, we used to have positions available with the police department. My son was a cadet for 2 summers in a row for tribal police. He went on to get a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. He is now a conservation warden with the Great Lakes Indian Fish and Wildlife Commission. He, being a cadet, gave him the knowledge and the desire to become what he is today. And I think those type of positions would help our youth.
Number 9, what is your opinion on the topic of tribal members living off the reservation in regards to voting and other rights?
Well, the KBIC Constitution is specific, wherein it states any member of KBIC who is 18 years and maintains residence on the reservation shall be entitled to a vote in the district where they live. Any changes to the Constitution requires a vote by the people, not the tribal council. Like I said, I used to live off the reservation. I used to live in Houghton County, so I knew what I had to do to get here to get my voting rights. If something comes along down the pipeline and I'm still on tribal council, or if I am on tribal council, I will entertain that at that point in time.
Number 10, which section or sections, if any, of the KBIC Constitution would you like to see changes to? Please explain.
Well, I think the Constitution is pretty tight as far as what it enables our people. Like I said, I would entertain the motion if voting rights or some kind of benefits would be given to outside people. I would entertain that. But without a change in the Constitution, I believe that we cannot look at that until that time comes.
Number 11, previously a code of ethics for the Tribal Council was proposed but not enacted. What is your opinion on the Tribal Council being subject to a code of ethics?
Well, there is a problem with the code of ethics. I believe that every organization, every company has a code of ethics. I'm not sure why it wasn't enacted. I would entertain looking at it again because I believe everybody should be held to a code of ethics. You have people that are not supervisors that are being held to a code of ethics. I think that everybody is not better than anybody. You know, you have to be held to the same standards as everybody else.
All right, then number 12, to end this interview, go ahead and address the voters directly.
Well, I would like to take this time to tell you that I believe that my work experience, my life experiences, my work experience and the experience that I gained in my jobs, I would be able to bring a good knowledge to the tribal council table. I'm not a person that would hide behind social media, that will leak confidential information. My decisions are made on facts, not by people, not by who they want me to vote. I would like to see more done for our elders, for our veterans. I've had a veteran that came to me that said he had a problem voting at the Ziba Hall because we don't have automatic door openers. I've gone since around and we don't have automatic door openers. We have handicap accessible buildings, but we don't have buildings where a person in a wheelchair can get in the door. That's big. I've also had the same veteran approach me and tell me that he asked for assistance for a handicap ramp. He was told there is nothing available for him. We need to do more for our veterans, for our elders, for our youth in general, because the youth are our future. And I'd also like to see the casino bring back the blackjack and the craps tables. And with that, I respectfully ask for your vote December 17th in the Lawrence District. Miigwech.